everyone, I'm here with a video to show you what decks I'm using for the month of April. So this month there is a bit of a theme going on. I have picked Alice in Wonderland as a theme for April. It's springtime. It's starting to feel a little more springy here. It's warming up. The snow's melted. It's great. So I thought I'd go with something that's kind of springish. And Alice in Wonderland always makes me think of spring, I guess because like the White Rabbit and the March Hare. It gives me kind of those springtime vibes. It's also, not super sweet. It's got a little bit of an edge to it as well, which I like. So I am going to be using the Tarot in Wonderland deck from Llewellyn for the month of April. So if you get a reading from me, unless it's a specific reading with certain cards or I intuit otherwise, this will be the deck that I'm using. So this was put out by Llewellyn, I think 2 years ago. I think maybe like 2019 was the year on this one. 2018, so a little older than that, but it comes in a really nice box. It's got like the magnetic closure, which I really love. We've got the beautiful checkerboard theme there. So Wonderland Tarot, and then you've got the Cheshire Cat at the bottom of the box. It's got a nice chunky guidebook with it. This was written by Barbara Moore, so whenever you see Barbara Moore here, you know that it's going to be good. It's got full color pages, and then you've got the original illustrations from the book by Lewis Carroll down here. It's beautiful. It's colorful, it's beautiful, it's a well-written book. And I like that it draws from the actual books and not like the Disney movie or the like terrible interpretation that had Johnny Depp in it, which has nothing to do with Alice in Wonderland at all, pretty much. I hate that. But this it takes from the book. It takes from Alice in Wonderland and Alice Through the Looking Glass. So I quite enjoy it that it is true to the books. The artwork is spectacular on this. It is just wonderful. So really nice chunky guidebook that you get in with it. There are full pages for even the minors. So you get quite a bit, and you do get, a nice introduction, and I believe there's some spreads in here. There should be. Or maybe they're at the back. Yes, there's some spreads in here as well. So you get a nice chunky guidebook, so it is definitely worth the money. The artwork is very nice as well. And if you like Alice in Wonderland, I don't think you'll be disappointed by this. Because I do think they try to stay pretty true to the original books and the style of illustration that you see in the book. So I like working this deck. It's fun, it's childlike, it's springtime, but it's still got that edge going on to it. Like there's a little bit of darkness going on in there. Now, I know some people don't like that it's shiny. I find that I like a shinier cardstock. I find that they shuffle better, they fan better, but that's just me. There's the 3. It's a really nice deck. I enjoy working with it. And the pictures are, I love all the little animals and things and the mushrooms. It's a nice deck. So that's what I'm going to be working with for the month of April. And I think it has like, I don't know, it has like a nice, it goes well with the tarot, I think, because it's not all sweetness and light. You do have that little bit of an edge, a little bit of darkness in there. I do quite like that. And then we have for the Oracle deck I'm using, of course, I had to match it up with the tarot deck. I'm using the Alice in Wonderland Oracle. This is by Lucy Cavendish and Jasmine Beckett Griffith. This is probably one of my favorite decks of those two pairing together. At first I was like, oh, Alice in Wonderland theme, is it going to be gimmicky? But no, this is actually like this is a really deep deck. It's dark. It doesn't pull any punches. It's to the point. And I love how there's a lot of like art history references in the pictures. So we have things like that. Changed in the night. You have changed quickly. We have the Cheshire Cat looking kind of evil here. Use your time well. We have here, no need to fear. Remember how powerful you are. So you can see there's some like sort of surrealist reference there. I wonder what will happen next. This has got like a Rococo reference to it. So if you know art history, you'll probably like this deck. Oh, it's got some Velasquez here. It's a cool back. You can't go, but you could cool deck. You can't go back to yesterday. Be in the present. So it's got some deeper messages. It's not all just, pretty pictures and fun. All must have prizes, trying to please everyone. You can't please everyone. Let's see, what other art history do we have here? Oh, we've got a Van Gogh, shine bright like a candle. They'll make it through this. So there's like sort of a Starry Night reference there. So I quite love that. Being an artist, I do love the art history references. This too, I think, stays pretty true to the actual stories. It's definitely got, that kind of creepy, childlike vibe to it. Which I do like. So I find that the two decks work together really, really well. So we've got some Bosch going on there. It's pretty cool. So really cool pairing. I'm still using some of my other spring decks. So I'm using, just putting stuff away over here. I'm still using the classic Lenormand to pair with this. I do like using this in spring. Has a nice spring vibe to it with the light pastel sort of colors. The muted tones here. And I think, just because this is like a 19th century type art style deck, it does go well with the Alice stuff. Like, it's true to that time. So it does read really well with the Alice in Wonderland tarot and with the Oracle. And then I like to use affirmation decks just for myself. You probably won't see them in readings or anything, but I do like to mention I am using the Power Thought cards by Louise Hay. Again, this just gives me a spring vibe. It's got lots of flowers and green and trees in it. You can see lots of flowers. What I usually do is I'll pull one for the week, and then I will work with that affirmation in my journaling. I'll post it somewhere where I can see it. So it kind of just reminds me some nice thoughts. But it's got lots of trees and flowers and things. So it very much makes me think of springtime. So that's what I'm using this month. Let me know if these are decks that you use, what you think of them. Do you have like decks that you use in springtime, or do you just kind of go with whatever you feel like working with? Let me know if any of these are on your list, if you are into the whole Alice in Wonderland thing, or if you're like, no. I find people are either one or the other. They either love Alice in Wonderland or they're just like totally not into it. So let me know what you think. I would love to hear. And as always, peace and love and